Let's dive right into those natural strategies then. The Natural Strategies Guide is pretty clear, isn't it? What we eat matters a lot.
Hugely. It really hammers home the importance of an anti-cancer diet. Lots of fruits, vegetables.
Yeah, they mentioned antioxidants like vitamin C, beta-carotene,
Yeah.
like little bodyguards for our cells, right?
That's a good way to put it. And fiber, too. Can't forget fiber. Keeps things moving, helps clear things out.
They even call out specific veggies, the cruciferous ones. Broccoli, cauliflower, kale.
Ah, yes. And the compound sulforaphane.
Sulforaphane. What's the deal with that?
Well, early research suggests it's quite powerful. It might help boost our natural detox systems and potentially even interfere with how cancer cells grow.
Interesting. And the guide also warns against red and processed meats.
Strongly. The link, especially to colorectal and stomach cancers, is pretty well established in the research, so limiting those is definitely a cornerstone recommendation.
Okay, so diet's huge. What about other lifestyle stuff? The guide seems to put a lot of power in our hands there too.
It does. And top of the list, no surprise really, is tobacco. Just complete avoidance.
In all forms, right? Smoking, chewing.
All of it. It's a leading cause for so many cancers, lung, obviously, but also mouth, throat, bladder. The list goes on.
And alcohol.
That's another big one. The advice is to limit consumption. Even moderate amounts are linked to higher risks for breast, liver, and esophageal cancers.
Right. These aren't minor suggestions, are they? The evidence seems really strong.
Oh, it's substantial. You mentioned the China-US comparison earlier. That research points out tobacco is responsible for maybe a third of all cancer deaths.
Yeah.
A third.
Wow. Okay, so no tobacco, limit alcohol. What else? Weight.
Maintaining a healthy weight, definitely.
Right.
The guide links it to lowering the risk for at least 13 different types of cancer.
13, including some major ones like breast, colon, pancreatic.
Exactly those.
Yeah.
And hand in hand with weight is physical activity, aiming for about 30 minutes most days.
And it's not just about burning calories, is it? There's something about hormones.
That's right. Exercise helps regulate key hormones like insulin and estrogen. When those levels are consistently high, especially over time, it seems to increase the risk for certain cancers, like breast and colon cancer.
That makes sense. That hormonal link, especially for things like breast cancer, seems really important.
It is, particularly post-menopause. Managing weight and staying active are significant ways women can influence their estrogen levels and, therefore, their risk.
Okay, the guide also mentions sun exposure. Getting some sun for vitamin D, but not burning.
Yeah, it's a bit of a balance, isn't it? Vitamin D is crucial for the immune system, and there's some thought it might play a role in reducing cancer risk. But obviously, sunburn is a major risk factor for skin cancer, so sensible exposure.
Sensible exposure. Got it. And reducing toxins, like choosing natural cleaning products, avoiding certain plastics with food.
Right, things like BPA, phthalates, especially when heating food in plastic. The idea is to lessen our overall toxic load. Chronic inflammation is another area they touch on.
Ah, yes. Sleep and stress management come in there.
Exactly. Getting quality sleep helps immune function, and managing chronic stress through things like meditation, yoga, even just walking in nature helps reduce that background inflammation, which is increasingly seen as a fertile ground for cancer development.
It all connects, doesn't it? Diet, activity, stress, sleep.
It really does. It's about creating an internal environment that's less conducive to cancer.
And one more prevention point from the guide: vaccines.
Crucial ones: the HPV vaccine for preventing cervical and related cancers, and the hepatitis B vaccine for liver cancer.
Real game changers in prevention.
Absolutely. These are direct medical interventions that slash the risk of cancers caused by those specific viruses. The hepatitis B vaccine, for instance, has had a massive impact on liver cancer rates in places where infection was common.
Okay, so that covers the broad prevention strategies. But the guide also gets into specific foods that might help support the body when dealing with specific cancers.
We would like to invite you to subscribe. The second part is amazing, and we will post it shortly. It covers which foods would be great for which type of cancer,